You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Welcome to Carol Worldwide, July 5th, the day after the 4th.
It's a big one.
I like 4th of July because it's the only holiday that's like, this is the holiday. Like, period.
It's always on the Christmas is always on the same.
But
Yeah,
it's
but
not
like-
like it's not called the 25th of December.
Well, that's true.
Oh, right.
4th
yeah.
of July is like, we're going to make
Right.
this one
It
very
might-
elementary for you.
Historically speaking, the 25th of December would be a more appropriate name for Christmas because, well, we don't have to get into all that, but
Go ahead, I don't understand.
the whole it was
It was the solstice?
long
you mean?
story. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
basically combined with the church and the solstice and a bunch of other things.
Co-opting a bunch
We're
of
like, well,
traditions.
let's just put that all together and make everybody happy.
Yep.
And now we call it Christmas, but it's really the 25th of December. It's good. Anyway,
All right.
we're not putting that on there. Let's start again.
We're keeping it. I thought the 4th of July part was funny.
The 4th of July is good.
What about
Anyway.
5th of July? Like, this is the anniversary of day one of America.
That's true.
4th of July was day zero.
I don't know though. Wouldn't you call that the
Are
first
we
day?
what episode are we on?
Oh, I don't know. What day are we on for America?
I don't know.
Sure, we can figure that out.
The founding fathers lost. They were like, "Welcome to America Day, whatever, worldwide." So we're just following in the American footsteps.
There we go.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so we have to start over. Because
I don't know. We'll let them decide.
Who's them?
I don't know. The people that
We don't interact. We had a caller
the
online.
powers that be.
The powers.
So anyway, you were going to introduce yourself. I think is what's going to happen.
It's the 4th of July is over, I guess. So, Dennis, wait, we don't even do a call when we don't even introduce ourselves.
We
When
don't?
start.
we do the outro.
We do the outro.
Okay.
We have some elementary stuff to get down here.
Okay,
We
let's-
do. Let's get to it.
Yeah. So just in case we edit that out, welcome to Carol Worldwide, the 5th of July.
The 5th of July, which is relevant because the 4th of July just happened, the aptly named 4th of July, and people were very, very busy talking about the 4th of July and, like, where are the fireworks? When are the fireworks? Who are the fireworks? Why are the fireworks? And how are the fireworks? You know, we got all our questions answered.
I injected a little rumor that there was going to be a 4th of July parade.
Hey, guess what? There was in a neighborhood that I was in.
Okay, but there wasn't on Main Street though. Big to do.
No. This was just like a bunch of children with their strollers being wheeled down a small cul-de-sac.
That sounds exciting.
It was not exciting. My daughter brought up the rear because we didn't bring her a stroller, so she like shambled through the heat, forlornly waving a flag, and then I ended the parade.
Forlorn.
I ended the parade for her when I saw how red her face was, even though she was wearing like a massive sunbonnet. So
That's cool. I would like to keep spreading the rumor that there is a 4th of July parade every year until I get enough people that believe me, so they show up on Main Street, and then I guess I'll just be the parade.
You could be the float.
Yes,
Yes.
you do it all.
We could carry you down. You could be on our shoulders.
with the Carol Worldwide logo.
Yes. Which
We'll get to that later.
we'll get to
too.
that later.
We'll get to that next week.
Next week. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Cliffhanger.
about that.
Cliffhanger.
Come back.
So people were like, very opinionated about like how the fireworks should go at the farm museum. Like people like seem to be like asking a question and then demanding some kind of like response, which was very confusing to me. It's like, where are the fireworks? But they like had an idea in mind.
Right.
So it's like, well, they're here at this one spot, and you can either not go or go,
That's
and
very simple.
the show will go on.
Yes. And then, of course, the routing of the traffic afterwards
Well,
was a problem.
So I was there as a pedestrian, right? I live close enough that I can just like hang out, go there, and like the minute the fireworks ended, like people started driving on these roads as if it was like normal, but like people like set up their chairs and stuff and are walking. So it was a little bit of a shooting gallery, you know, for the pedestrians, and then a lot of the pedestrians are kids.
Right.
So people seem pretty upset about that. But that wasn't online. That was like in real life. I'm making myself the story. I'm doing a Randy here.
You could just post it real quick.
Wait a
and we
minute.
have something online to talk about.
How am I a verb now?
Last week you kept being the story, right? You kept like you found the man who had the turn.
You made the news.
at
By the way,
Starbucks.
created it.
I went back there because I had to put a cap on this.
Okay.
Put a cap on it.
There's not this is the stop sign by Safeway issue.
I know.
There isn't
We
a
all
stop
know.
sign there
What?
because there's a yield sign. Are we done now?
So
Can we
yeah,
close the issue?
so it's a yield.
Yes. And
So
a
your
yield is
friend in
basically-
Starbucks that was making the issue
Yes.
doesn't probably understand the difference between a
I guess not.
stop and a yield.
Well,
Yeah.
even if you can't read, they're different shapes,
They are slightly,
Yeah.
slightly different shapes.
right? Because the stop signs,
Same colors though.
isn't a yield like orange is yellow?
Is it? I'm a little
It's
colorblind.
red, I
thought
think.
it
It's
was
red. It's just it's a red with the triangle.
Triangle,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's white.
So the
triangle.
shape is pretty different, though.
shape is different.
Yeah,
But,
Shows
you
I don't know my
they-
colors.
They both have words.
they do have
This
words.
is true.
You know.
I think we should probably. Yeah,
I think we should put this to bed because there is a yield sign there. MDOT doesn't need to do anything, and furthermore, the baristas of Starbucks don't need to do anything about it.
Well, I'm really disappointed in the baristas. So, I mean, 4th of July came and went. People were confused if it was gonna have fireworks or not. There were. I guess it was rainy, so people weren't 100% sure. But the real controversy occurred, sort of not having anything to do with the 4th of July, was Dollar Tree.
Yes, yes.
Do tell.
So someone wrote a post that I think was a complaint about Dollar Tree, but there was a lot of like abbreviations and perhaps some misspellings.
And abbreviations for small words. Like the large words were spelled out, but back was abbreviated to BK.
I thought she meant Burger King at first.
Exactly.
I
That's
was
what
like,
made
what
it
is-
confusing.
I was like, what does Burger King have to do with this? So, long story short, I think this is a classic internet boomerang, right? She went to like go, smear a business, but it boomeranged back on her, and it was just like flame on against her. Everyone just had a lot to say about her punctuation, grammar, and demeanor. A lot of bad things to say.
The whole thing was cheap from top to bottom. I mean, it was cheap writing. It was somebody who had a credit card that was declined at the dollar store. You know, this isn't Lord
There's
Taylor
someone,
here.
the credit card company's like, she's too maxed out to go to the dollar store.
Yep, and too maxed out to spell out the word BACK.
Well, and I think in one of the comments, she clarified that she works 2 jobs, so she doesn't have time to spell.
Right.
Which is just great. It's just like, show me the person in the world that doesn't have the time. I think it's probably harder to make those abbreviations than it is just to spell it, because your phone will auto-fill.
Yeah, I'm really confused as to how this even happened. And then the whole thing became her talking about why she didn't spell out the words. Like the real issue kind of disappeared about the bad customer service, and then it was all about why she didn't spell right, or somebody said they passed out while they were reading it or something like that. I don't remember.
So yeah, that's a real boomerang, because she became the center of the controversy, not her bad service.
Yep.
So really, Dollar Tree won big time, because they had a classic post, could have hurt their brisk bargain basement business. And
Okay, you brought this up before. Could this have been another guerrilla marketing scheme planted by the Dollar
Dollar
Tree?
Tree.
Or was it Dollar Store or Dollar Tree?
I think isn't it Dollar Tree?
Well, there's
We just
actually
plugged them both
I
because
just- I
they
think
both
it's-
exist.
I think it's Dollar Tree.
Are you sure it's
here.
not Grab and Go?
I don't think it's grab and go.
Dollar Grab? Dollar Go?
I wanted to say something, but it would require more work in editing, and I have to bleep it out. So
Wow.
consider it said.
So you don't even care about
Okay.
the show, is what I'm hearing. you're all about the editing time. Okay, that's fine. We got some animals back in the news.
Yes, we do.
First of all, the bird, the parakeet, is back.
Got found.
Got found. Happy ending. I guess you can't hide in Carroll County if you're a tropical-ish bird.
Right.
So, happy ending there, I guess, right?
Happy ending there.
But what else do we have, Randy?
We had rats on the loose in the greens.
That seems on brand.
It does. I don't know why anybody was surprised by that. But I figured something out. Now, first let me say that there are a lot more lost dogs than there ever have been that I've seen. In both Sykesville, the Berg, and in Westminster. A lot of lost dogs. Missing dogs. Big ones. Let's just leave that out there. That's important.
Okay.
So we got the bird.
Connect the dots for me.
I'm going to connect all the dots for you and more.
Okay.
The bird
I can't wait.
was found by a neighbor, I think like a next door neighbor or something. So the bird clearly had its wings clipped and walked or Ubered, I guess, down the street to another house.
You could call me. We can talk.
Yep. So the bird was found,
Uber.
a bright bird, and there are rats on the loose.
Okay.
This leads me to the conclusion that we have a cat shortage problem. Where are all the feral cats? Now, not that I would want anything to happen to the bird, but come on, if there was a feral cat around, would not have ended so happily for that bird. But why are there rats? There shouldn't be if there are feral cats around. There are lots of them around usually. Why? All the missing dogs. It's all come together.
Everything's so connected.
It is. So all the missing big dogs are chasing away the cats. It's like the ecosystem
It's all off balance.
off balance. Yes. The dogs chasing away the cats that are allowing in all the rats.
Well, how
and
does the
bird.
groundhog fit into
I was just going to ask this.
That's we're on the
They
same
kind of have
page.
their own thing going on.
Well,
They just sort of dig their holes and.
I mean,
they're
they're combative. They're getting gunned down in the streets. I mean, I'm just
with humans though. I think they leave cats, rats, birds.
Okay,
and
so you
dogs
said the
alone.
groundhogs are part of like the human ecology, and the dogs,
Yes.
cats, birds, and rats are part of the animal kingdom ecology.
They are. But
Okay.
now they're affecting the humans because the people of the Greens are shocked that there are rats around. I guess they're now visible and hanging around with cigarettes hanging out of their mouths and.
Doing New York City kind of rat stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Pizza rat kind of things.
So that's what I think is happening with the animals there.
Oh, I think that's a pretty good. I think that's basically proven, right? I
So
mean,
should we try to fix this problem?
We got to
Do we
find
need
the dogs.
did
So the cats will come back and the rats will go away. The bird is cool. The bird is safe.
Yeah. Groundhog's dead.
Groundhog's dead.
did the mayor himself weigh in on this one? I thought I saw.
Where's the mayor?
No.
Where is
he
the mayor?
he commented on something about one of
No,
these
he
things.
did not. He did not. He just lifted some weights and tried to deadlift his way out of it. But nope, the mayor has not weighed in on this.
Oh, I guess it's a
Is
good.
it his issue though?
Well, I guess it's a good question. You have time to lift weights, but you don't have time to go out and kill rats by hand. So,
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Exactly.
What else? Wait, so there was someone that had a local dental provider problem too, I heard.
Yeah, they caused a ruckus at a local dentist, and then every time they called,
Do you know what do you mean by cause a ruckus? Like
I
were they
can't-
thrown out for being too tipsy?
I
Like what
can't
happened?
describe the ruckus. I think that they damaged her mouth. I didn't. The whole thing was a paragraph.
She's alleging mouth damage.
Yeah. So she was calling to have them make it right, and they were ignoring her phone call. And then when she called from a different phone, they answered. So she was proving that they were ignoring her phone call and trying to slough her off. She posted videos of her phone dialing number and then somebody else's phone dialing number and then them answering.
Oh, that's
So this
awesome.
was a long way to go. I
Nice.
mean, if I was in that much mouth pain, I'd just go to All Smiles or something like that.
Yeah, well, all it proves is that they don't want to talk to you,
Yes.
right?
So I'm not really
she,
sure.
She could be totally out to lunch, and they're just like, yeah, you like threatened to murder our receptionist, so we're not taking your calls anymore, and that would probably be pretty justified, right?
I want to see these businesses post on these communities like Dollar Tree, like this dentist, and post their side of the story.
Well, it happens sometimes.
Yeah,
You got the
these-
famous Mediterranean story, of course.
Yes. And they squashed that guy.
Yeah, I wish we had I wish you had come up with like an Italian pun for it, but that's fine.
Yeah. Or would that have been cultural appropriation?
I don't know.
I guess
don't know
we'd
if-
find out the hard way, wouldn't we?
We'd find out if people complained, I guess. But no one really complained, so
Right.
I just assume everything here is great so far.
Yep. Now we had one thing happen in Sykesville, because I'm trying to keep an eye. All of Carroll County needs to step it up.
Oh, it's on. Oh, let me just say before I forget, the Eberg's admin's birthday. Was
Yeah,
today.
happy birthday,
Oh,
Dennis.
wow. Well,
Not me. Not me.
5th of
I
July.
almost chimed in and said thank you, trying to steal all that shine, but I decided not to.
Right.
Why is it thank you, Dennis?
He's
the-
the
Dennis is
admin
the
of
name of
the
the admin.
of the Eldersburg official. group.
Not this
Oh,
Dennis.
not that
Right,
Dennis.
different Dennis.
Wow, it's confusing.
It
Oh,
is
you thought I
confusing.
was saying happy birthday to this Dennis?
Well, I thought maybe there was some conspiracy that he was perhaps behind.
What if I was the
Not this
admin of it
time.
all? What if I had all these accounts? And
Yeah,
this is
see?
the final culmination.
Last week it was me. Now it's you.
I'm behind it all.
Actually,
This is
it's
why
me-
we're-
it's actually me, but we haven't. We'll get to that later.
This is why
That'll
we're
be
Carroll
the-
Worldwide. So this made me laugh. This guy on Sykesville Online said, this was at 9:30 last night, posted, can somebody please tell me why people are setting off fireworks when we are trying to sleep? And that erupted into, I don't know, like 100 or so comments of people arguing about it. Turns out the guy was only kidding. He never let them off the hook until the very end.
Oh,
Well done.
was he,
well done.
Was he
trolling.
really kidding, or was it? I
Yeah.
better pivot on this.
Well, we don't. We're not psychic, but the guy A+ troll job either way.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
A+ troll job. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you just have to write the 4th of July off. Like if you got dogs that get scared or kids have trouble sleeping through them, like
It's going to happen.
it's like I feel like most countries have a day like this, whether it's Bastille Day in France or 4th of July here, right? I mean, you gotta have a day where you set off fireworks Got to keep the fireworks industry going.
Yes, and I mean, let's be honest. Around here, it's a week.
Yeah, you need to have your pre 4th of July kind of stuff. You
Your
work
warm-up.
up to that big explosion. Then you have the post 4th of July.
We got
you
some
know.
leftovers.
Yeah, you got leftovers.
Yep.
I just didn't get a chance to set these off. Better do it at 10 o'clock at night the next day. It's nice and dark, so.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I had mentioned the dentist story, and that I'm glad you mentioned that story because like I'm looking everywhere. Okay, I like did a little research, but I'm just seeing more stuff in Westminster.
Westminster is the
I don't know, it's popping off.
eye
in
of the storm.
Westminster. So if anyone sees something from the other communities, let us know because we're not trying to exclude, but you guys are either too nice, you get along too well thought out. I don't know what's going on, but is that all we have for this week?
That's all we have for this week. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all. You know me. That's all I got.
Yeah, you need to come up with something.
Okay,
You need to make an observation. And
I'll work on that.
You can do a little a story about this holidays next week.
The holidays. Okay. Let me think on that.
Okay.
I did tell you my wolf's name, so that was something. And my peacock's name, so I've contributed.
Yeah, I mean you're a big contributor. All right. Well, I'm Dennis Twigg.
I'm Randy Goldstein.
Steve Lowe.
See you later.
See ya.